Hello, wow, I can't even talk anymore. I'm Squall, and I'm continuing to follow Hero's journey through the StarCraft 2 ladder. And, yeah, we've seen a lot of pretty cool games out of him. In particular, the game against, oh, who was it? It was a player from Fnatic, I think. Or was it? Crap, I can't even remember who it was now. That was only 3 games ago. This shows you the condition of my mind right now. It is barely holding together. Before very long, I'm just going to start screaming and ripping out my hair. I'll take my monitors and crash it through the wall, even though I live in the basement, and it's a foundation right there. Oh, man. But you know what? I'm having a ton of fun. I hope you are having fun, too. And if nothing else, this is just really good practice, because the longer I can go while remaining sane, the better. And then someday when, you know, I'm invited to MLG and DreamHack, I'll be able to do it. Yeah. Dreaming big, kids. That's what I'm doing. So, we do have Hero once again, and he's going up against AcE. Or, oh, I think that's StarTale AcE. That would make sense to me. I feel like AcE is a player I should know. I mean, if you have a name like AcE, you gotta be pretty good, because he's like, I'm StarTale's AcE. I'm just the best, guys. It'd be pretty funny if StarTale was like, actually, no, our AcE player is this other guy. It's not AcE. AcE is actually like, you know, like, we bring him out in, like, Game 2 of the team leagues, maybe, to get him some experience, but that's kind of it. Anyways, so it looks like Hero was scouting off that probe a little bit. Might have been worried about proxies or something like that. Maybe AcE is one of those cheesy players. He is the ace of cheese, and is well known for doing proxy gate or something along those lines. I have no idea. But there was a probe, it was checking around here, and it didn't see anything, so now it's back to mining duties. So, Hero just playing pretty standard, has 1 gas so far, getting his Cyber Core. Stace, doing the same. I'm gonna call him Stace, aren't I? I don't even mean to, but it's just like, it just looks like Stace. What's your name? I'm Stace. Yeah, sup. Anyway, AcE, or Stace, I'm gonna call him both. He is getting his second assimilator. Hero's doing the same thing, but got his just a tiny bit earlier. Not too big a deal. And they're just both continuing to produce probes, because that's what you do. You make probes, you get minerals, you win the game. If you're wondering, how can I win more at StarCraft? Make probes and pylons, guys. That's all you need to do. Not true, actually. You have to make more than just probes and pylons, but, yeah. Oh man, my brain's slowly devolving. And before I get angry comments, yes, I know it was Day 9 who originally said, you know, probes and pylons, and I do believe that was in one of his Newbie Tuesday videos, in which he was just talking about the importance of macro, and, you know, getting a really strong economy, because the stronger your economy is, the more units you can make, and the more units you can make, the more likely you are to be able to kill your opponent. And this is why you see some Zerg players like Wrecked. You know, like, he won't even worry about micro all that much. I mean, certainly he will micro. But before micro, he will always worry, have I spent all my larvae? Am I making drones? Am I expanding? You know, like, and it's a cool style of play where you're not worrying so much about being this incredible, you know, tactical general like Huck, where you're controlling your units really well. And he's more concerned with just the underlying fundamentals. Do I have a really strong economy so I can just make tons and tons of stuff and win? And oh boy, Stace, he's doing Stargate play. This is what I've been looking for through all the replays with Hero. We did, of course, see it in the first PvP match that Hero did. Hero himself is... oh no, I put up the replay timer. No! Oh, but I have my overlay, so you won't see that, so it's fine. And you know what? I actually didn't look at it enough to see the end timer, so I'm still safe. And I try really, really hard not to see how long a game is, because I don't want to know. I don't want to know if it's a 5-minute game where someone 6 pools and wins instantly. I don't want to know that. I want to be surprised and be able to enjoy it as much as possible. Now, Hero is turning on the aggression. He's got a pylon there. He's warping in units. Probe is, of course, scooting on forward in a very exposed manner. Oh, wow. Looks like he just wanted to check what there was. Maybe bait out a force field. He does get 2 stalkers up there. Not quite enough. Starting to chip away the sentry. Stace pulls it back. Is it going to die? Oh, no. It's exposed. But Hero did lose all his stalkers there, so he no longer had high ground vision. And was no longer able to attack. And looks like he's just going to go home. Okay, interesting. Now, what's he making out of this? He's making phoenixes. He's got 3 phoenixes already. Wow. He might actually be able to pick off some of those stalkers. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Picking up stalkers or just picking up... Oh, picking up all the stalkers and then waiting for his stalkers. That is excellent. And this is so cool to see. And it makes so much sense. You know, phoenixes, at least in the early game when you have limited number of phoenixes, phoenixes are very powerful. Because if you can remove 3 stalkers from a fighting force, that is... You know, like a third of Hero's firepower, just gone. It's no longer able to be used. And here we go. Is he able to pick up? He's able to pick up the sentry, and he's slowly chipping away at it, and he does get it. That Phoenix does die, but it got the sentry, which means Hero has to warp in another sentry in a hurry to force field and stay alive. And there's only 1 Phoenix left. It will be able to pick up a probe and then do nothing about it. So instead, he's just using it to scout. Is he still producing phoenixes? Nope, looks like he's transitioned out of that and is getting a robo. And Hero just continuing to posture. And looks like Stace is deciding to pull on home. Interesting. But, ooh, Hero has warped in some zealots back here. He's going to be able to run up here. There are no sentries, nothing to prevent those zealots from cutting apart lots and lots of probe. And Hero is moving out, and oh wow, he got blink at some point when I didn't notice. And some stalkers get picked off, another Phoenix dies, and these 4 stalkers do get away. And here we go. There's the 3 zealots cruising on up. Stace does have some stalkers now to deal with it, but he's having to use a lot of micro time to do that. And you know what, let's actually take a look at the APM. Yep, pretty decent. So, yeah, that was entertaining. So, yeah, Hero not doing too much with those zealots. Yes, that's the name of that unit. I can still think. I still have a brain. I still have brain power available to describe StarCraft 2 to you. And looks like Stace is going to expand. Hero has already expanded, though. It is nearly done. He is getting a Robo Bay of his own. So he will have those observers pretty soon and those immortals. And yeah, so both players are stabilizing a little bit. This Phoenix continuing to cruise around and be annoying and get scouting info. But looks like it might die if Hero blinks. If Hero blinks, if Hero blinks, there we go. So the final Phoenix does go down. Very sad. So it looks like Stace has moved out of that Phoenix play. And it's only really viable for so long. So he's getting a Twilight Council of his own. So it could be he wants to get the blink or potentially charge. I would guess blink as he has mostly stalkers out for the moment, but there's always the possibility. Oh, Dark Shrine. Oh yes, where is it? There it is. It's warping in. And Hero isn't even behind, man. I mean, I'd say pretty much even with his opponent. He has more probes, actually, so he's definitely not behind, but you know, he's like, you know what? Dark Shrine, man. Why not? I'm not opposed to this. DTs are pretty darn cool. And for the longest time, DTs were always seen as kind of like a desperation move. So it's kind of cool to see players try to incorporate it a little bit more into like ordinary situations. And if worse comes to worse and the DTs don't work out so great, you know, you can at least make them into Archons. And Archons are really good units. They have tons of health. And oh, Hero walking into a trap, but he does blink away and manages to dodge that damage. And did you know that if a Stalker bolt is in the air and a Stalker blinks away from it, it doesn't take damage from it. So you can actually dodge damage that would otherwise hit your Stalker. And that's why there's that, oh, what's it called? It's this one achievement. It's called To the Shadows I Run or something like that. And you get it from blinking a Stalker and avoiding a killing blow. So that's pretty cool. And Hero, wow, playing quite aggressively, even though he has a clearly inferior force. But he does have blink and his opponent doesn't. But his opponent does now. Oh boy, but he does blink up into the main. Looks like he's going to be able to pick off some units, pick off some probes. And wow, probes being called. That feels like a tiny overreaction, but I guess he just doesn't want to have to pull his army. Oh, he didn't want to have to pull his army back. That's why he pulled the probes. So Stace is going to go for it. There are quite a few immortals, or 2 immortals here, excuse me, waiting for this. But Stace has immortals of his own, and Hero doesn't have that much stuff here. And looks like he's just going to evacuate the probes. He's like, nope, I can't defend this. Probes, get on out of there. Go into the main. We're just going to sacrifice this, because what else are we going to do? Oh, wow. Aggressive blink up but those immortals doing so much work. Stace does use the warp prism to carry his immortals up, and he's continuing to ferry units up, and everything of heroes is dying. I think it's hard to tell. Let's take a look at the supplies. Oh wow, Stace is losing so much stuff. He's getting so low in supply. Oh my goodness. Has Hero even made Dark Templar? Oh, that's why. There's Dark Templar on his base, cutting everything apart. So that was a desperation attack by Stace, and I didn't even realize it. Oh, wow. Oh, good casting experience, where I miss important things like, oh, there's Dark Templar on the base, killing everything, and Stace is in a desperation situation. Oh, man, so... yeah, well, thank you guys for watching that game. This is unfortunately the last Hero PvP replay that I have access to, but I do still have some PvT and PvP replays, so I'm going to jump into more of those and continue bringing games featuring Liquid Hero.